Hello everyone, I am here with Pete. How are you,
Hello.
Pete?
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
Good. How did you find yourself into my kitchen?
I walked down some roads, rode my scooter for a little while, and came through the back door.
That scooter that he rides up to the studio here at Sunshine Coast. In fact, we first met at the markets when you were selling lamb, and I bought some of this amazing lamb. I was just like, oh my God, I need to get myself some more of this. So I kind of pulled his arm and got him to come and do some yoga for lamb. You know, I love a deal. Anyway, Pete, tell me, yogis love to obviously eat fresh, wholesome produce, but time is a bit of an issue. So you're going to help us out today and show us something that we can make that's really time effective?
Absolutely. I think the big thing with time effective people is for me, is marinating. So do things the day before and work a day ahead. And then when you pull something out of the fridge, you've got something that tastes fantastic very, very quickly.
Awesome. Tell us, Pete, what are we making today?
So today we're going to have an Asian-inspired lamb dish, which I'm using some Asian spices, some onion and tamari, fish sauce, and there's something else in there. I've forgotten what
Sesame
that is.
oil.
Sesame oil. Yeah,
I love it. I love how you just go with the flow in cooking, and I think that's really yogic, and I reckon that the two just tie in so well because it's just feeling into that energy, isn't it? What are we putting in this? What are we throwing together? What's going to work?
Absolutely. And my cooking, that is what I'm like. I've never decided what I'm going to do until the end.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, you will need some lamb. You don't have to use lamb though, may I point that out. You could use chicken, beef, or even fish. We're going to have some spring onions, scallions often called, sometimes people call them shallots. We've got ginger, turmeric, an old rusty chilli there, some organic garlic, coriander. We're just going to use the root, and then we're going to garnish with the leaves. We've got sesame oil, tamari, and also we've got fish sauce and some olive oil as well.
Pete, I'm so excited. I love all of these flavours. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. So we've got the chili, the spring onion, the ginger, the turmeric, the garlic, the coriander root.
It smells wonderful.
We're going to put the chili in, some spring onion, some ginger, some turmeric, some garlic, coriander root. Then sesame oil, maybe a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, tamari, tablespoon, fish sauce, tablespoon. You see that was measured very accurately?
Really good. I love your accuracy.
Perfect. I cook with my eyes. I understand how the flavours work. Ginger, very, very strong, so you don't want so much. The spring onion, you could add a little bit more, all right? Then what we're going to do, mix that up. Going to get our lamb.
I love the big chunks too, by the way.
And all we're going to do
Looking
is
good.
marinate that so that the lamb takes on some of the flavour of those spices. Okay?
How long are we going to marinate it for?
Now, ideally, you do that for 24 hours. So the day before you want to eat it, you marinate, stick that into a bag, a little Ziploc bag, or just in a pot there like that with some cling film on the top. Leave it in the fridge until the next day.
Too easy.
Now, you could use chicken, you could use beef, you could use fish, some prawns. These spices, they work with almost anything. Good pungent flavour, and you're going to get a lot more rather than just having just a piece of lamb that you put into the oven.
Great.
Okay, so we're going to put the pan on the stove to a medium-high heat. This is my chef's tip of the day. Okay, so I don't think anybody likes washing up. If you do like washing up, don't follow this procedure. What we're going to do is cover the tray in tin foil. Okay? So then, when we finish, we remove that. That goes back into the drawer, and there's no washing up. Okay? Life's too short to be washing up. Then we're going to put the lamb on a pillow. Okay? What the pillow does is just stop the aggressive heat from the bottom of the pan overcooking the bottom of the lamb. Probably a couple of tablespoons of oil just to coat the bottom of the pan. Now when I cook, I don't like to be too shy on the olive oil. You see people just putting in half a teaspoon. and it's not really doing the job. I want to put some colour onto the lamb, and the oil is going to do that as well as the heat from the bottom of the pan. So here's our lamb. We're going to drop that in, but also I'm going to drop in the herbs and spices from earlier. So we just want a little bit of colour on the lamb, just like so. This is actually called the Maillard effect, and that's the caramelization process from the meat, which is going to give us some great flavour. And then we'll seal all sides of the lamb. The theory behind this is that it keeps the juices inside the lamb. Then we're going to place the lamb onto our pillow. And we're going to put the tray in the oven at 180 degrees for probably about 15 or 16 minutes.
So, we're going to do this.
We're going to plate up the Asian lamb.
Asian lamb.
We're going to have a little salad of spring onion and cucumber, a little bit of shallot, tahini, what do you call it?
Tamari.
Tamari.
He likes to call it soy sauce, but we want to go gluten-free here today.
Exactly right. Gluten-free but with meat, so you vegans.
It's a yoga thing.
Okay, so.
How many cucumbers do you reckon you've cut in your
In my time?
years? Yes.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Hundreds, but I will tell you, at the very beginning, I couldn't cut a whole cucumber all the way along because my arm got tired before I got to the end.
Yeah, right.
And now I could do 3 or 4 without even thinking
Yeah.
about it. Okay. I was just deciding how to cut that then. We're going to go that way. All right?
Well, it's very Asian that way.
It is. And
Makes
a little bit
sense,
chunky.
right?
Often they go a little bit thinner. Like that. Okay. On the top. I guess this is a bit inspired from the Peking duck. You know the Peking duck
right,
with
yep.
the pancakes
Yep.
that you have? All right. So we'll cut this.
Mm. Now we put you to the test.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Medium rare. And what we've done, just to explain that, taken that out of the oven and just let it rest for 10 minutes. What you do when you let the meat rest is it relaxes. And what I say to people, you imagine that you've just been dropped in a pot of hot water, you're going to go like that.
You mean it's kind of similar to like a yogi after doing 10 minutes of yoga?
Shavasana for lamb.
Relax. Shavasana for lamb.
Totally. All right.
Totally.
Just make it up as we go along.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. All right. So a little bit of tamari.
Tamari.
And this is sesame oil. Just a little bit of sesame oil. Okay. Like that. I think what we'll do as well, a little bit of salt and pepper. Just to bring out that flavour. And then we've got crispy shallots. Okay, and then the last thing we've got is the coriander leaf. And what we're going to do is just lay that like that one over the top here.
You just make it look so easy.
It is easy, and cooking is easy. You can't be frightened by any of this business, right? If I can do it, you can do it, and so can anybody else. All right?
So we look forward to seeing how many of you actually give this a try. And so let us know. Send us an email, and I can always forward that on to Pete as well. We love feedback.
Love to hear the feedback, right?